Hi, welcome to my Holistic Highlights this evening. I'm Juliana Dennis, longevity coach, where I reverse people's age, but I prove it with a biological age test and help people live and look great for now, but also for years to come. So tonight I have the privilege of interviewing Amy Holmesy. Amy is usually the one interviewing everyone, but I have the privilege of tonight of interviewing her, hearing her story, and I know you're going to be really pleased and definitely pick up some nuggets this evening. So let's go ahead and get started. Welcome, Amy. We're so glad to have you here on my Holistic Club Highlights tonight.
Thank you so much. I'm excited about being here. I am very excited.
Excellent. Well, Amy, you now are a trusted voice in the wellness space. What first inspired you to step into this industry of wellness?
Yes, thank you, Juliana. Folks, I've started on this journey of well over 30 years ago, and it's been a very interesting one. I'm a big believer in being your own healthcare advocate, and I had to do that, Juliana, at a very young age. But let me explain. So what initially sparked my interest was I was about 11 years old. It was 1976, and my grandfather had the big C word, okay? And he had a tumor the size of a grapefruit. And I grew up in Pennsylvania in a small little town out in the country. And my parents had, I had the foresight to take him to Mexico. And so they did not do traditional treatments. They took him to a clinic in Mexico, and he got, the IVs of high dose of vitamin C. He also got lateral and some, juicing and all of that. And when he came back after his treatment, his tumor was completely gone. Completely gone. And in fact, the little town we grew up in, nothing happens there. So it was actually written up in the newspaper. That was big news. And so that left a lasting impression on me. And then when I was a teenager, I started having my own health issues. And I went from doctor to doctor to doctor, and no one really knew. And I was just suffering terribly. I had all kinds of pain. I had a very bad female disorder. And the medical doctors, Juliana, wanted to give me a hysterectomy at the age of 18. Yeah, exactly. And even at that young age, I was like, wait a minute, something's not adding up. That's not registering. No way, no way. So I was like, no, I'm not doing it. And I've always been feisty and passionate, but I'm like, no, just because you wear a white coat doesn't mean you're going to take out organs at 18, right? Now, folks, there is a time and a place for that. And I'm not, this is not about bashing Western medicine. There's a time and a place. So if I had done that and listened without questioning, I wouldn't have the two children I have today or the grandchildren I have today, right? So I just started reading everything I could, going to different natural doctors and chiropractors and learning and just surrounding myself. But I read so many books on nutrition and herbs. And, I also have had many, many car accidents, have herniations, and I've treated all of that naturally as well, Juliana. Then 13 years ago, my husband, Jack, also was diagnosed with the big C word. And, luckily he was open. I said, I hope you're open to trying alternative therapies. And he was. And he actually watched his dad pass from the traditional therapies. And so we were on the same page. We treated him 100% holistically. And thank you, God, he is still here today. So we are on a mission to help people and just to let people know that there are other options out there, or you can combine them. But people need to know that there is hope and there's different modalities out there, Juliana.
Truly inspiring story, amazing stories, amazing testimony too of healing, right? And the power of alternative therapies when we get our body in alignment, how the body will heal itself. So very, very, very inspiring. Now, I know you're a leader in LifeWave, right? You're also, which we're all very grateful for that, because all the
Yeah.
lives that you've changed. And also you created My Holistic Club, of which I am an affiliate, a very proud affiliate of My Holistic Club. So tell
Yes.
us how that My Holistic Club started, what inspired you, number one, and then two, how your leadership in LifeWave and My Holistic Club complement each other.
Yes, we started My Holistic Club a little over 2.5 years ago. And what that is, folks, is it's real simple. It's a membership. We are based out of Tampa Bay, Florida, but we have affiliates all over the country. And what we do is a lot of times, like for me, I'm of the mindset your health is an investment, right? Health is wealth, as my good doctor and friend Jerry Weber says. So I'm used to paying out of pocket for all kinds of modalities. That's my mindset. But a lot of people won't try something like acupuncture or going to the chiropractor or going to a wellness clinic, right? For red light therapy or maybe IV therapy because insurance doesn't cover it. So one day I woke up, I'll tell you, you mentioned LifeWave. Not only have those patches and technology changed my life, but it's actually made me more creative. So I woke up one day, excuse me, and I'm like, wow, let's create a company where we could collect some of the best affiliates, right? We're going to vet these people. We want to check out their practice, so to speak. But let's have a variety of wellness people, practitioners on a platform so people can go to them. We've already done the homework. We've already done the due diligence. And people pay our company, My Holistic Club, Juliana, $14.95 a month. And they could go to any of our over 50 affiliates and growing and get 20% off each and every time. I mean, people pay more than that for Netflix in some cases, right? So now you could go get a massage, go get acupuncture, go to the salt cave, right? Go to the chiropractor, go get an IV, go get an herbal facial. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. Health coaches like yourself, longevity coaches, and you can save money. And then the other component to that, there's three components. We want people to save money, get healthier, but these affiliates also work together. We've had several come together and work. So we provide new clients, new patients to the affiliates. The community's getting healthier. And as you're getting healthier, you're saving money because now you're getting 20% off. And in most cases, Juliana, one visit will get you back that $14.95. Okay. And then Jack and I have done events in the area because this is all about knowledge. This is about letting people know there's different treatments, different supplementation, or different modalities out there that they could fit into their lifestyle to offer quality of life. And also on our website, which by the way is just simply myholisticclub.com, you can look at all of our affiliates. But we also have products on there, Juliana, and we only have the best of the best in their category.
Well, certainly I love being an affiliate on My Holistic Club. And one of the things that I really like about it from a customer point of view is, what you said, the variety. There's so many different modalities from, like you said, acupuncture, chiropractic, but even, like the products, like an organic coffee, organic elderberry, or organic dry cleaning. There's such a wide variety. So anyone certainly interested in wellness or more of a holistic lifestyle, it absolutely makes total sense. And so I love being a part of it. And I look at it as it's a ripple effect, really, that every new modality that you that you try, you're telling other people, and the community is growing and growing, growing. People are getting healthier and healthier. So I love that.
We want
Now,
to create a win-win-win situation.
yeah.
I'm not interested if it isn't a win-win-win situation. I want everyone to win and everyone to learn and to grow in this community.
Now, with my holistic club, of course, and the patches and your whole sphere with the products you have. And oh, by the way, I have to stop and say I love Aria Rose skincare and cosmetics. I did a post yesterday educating how so important it is to use clean, non-toxic skincare. I'm an esthetician, and it is so important not to use parabens, hormone disruptors, on and on and on. So, so I love Aria Rose skincare. So I want to ask you now, if someone is, just starting out in their journey, right, in their wellness journey, feeling just that not having the energy, not having the enthusiasm, what is the first step, and one step, even a mindset step that someone could take that you feel to get the ball rolling into this journey of optimizing health and better wellness?
Well, there's several places that people can start. Right, but it's about feeling comfortable. It depends on your situation. And, obviously I cannot give any medical advice. We do have some naturopath doctors as well on our platform. So we are surrounded by a lot of good, experienced people. So we could always connect them. But, I started with massage therapy, many, many years ago. And then I was diving into herbs and oils and such. I mean, there's so much knowledge out there, but also, again, for the listeners here, we've already done a lot of the homework. So we've already vetted these people. They're good at what they do. They have good ratings. We personally use a lot of them ourselves, right? I mean, they wouldn't be on the platform if I didn't believe in it, right, Juliana? You know me well enough to know that.
Highly, highly vetted. One thing that I guess to answer my own question I'm presenting to you is education, right? And that's why I think these My Holistic highlights are so important, because
Yes.
you're opening the door to so many different modalities where someone may not know anything about, and you bring them on here and educate them about that modality and how it helps them. I know one person, I was looking at the salt caves, for example. Salt therapy is like a toothbrush for the lungs. I love that.
Yes, absolutely.
So you're really, you're doing such a great service in itself just with these My Holistic Club highlights.
And I want to add something that I just thought of that we both know because we use her. I want to talk about Cindy Neely for a second, because Juliana, as through this process of 30 years and, getting older and having experiences, I have learned that your emotional health plays a huge role in your physical health, right? It took me years to figure that out. So, thinking about what you just asked me, that might be a good place to start, right? Absolutely. Let's get our emotions in order, because different emotions affect different organs in the body, right? Anger affects the liver and all of that. And there's different books about it. I have one, and Dr. Phil and Dr. Jerry talk about that all the time. I have used them for my own emotional health. And we also have a great emotional healer therapist on here named Cindy Neely, and she's been phenomenal with us. We also have Maria Donnelly on our platform, who that works with the emotions too. So I think, that might be a good place to start, because in today's world, everyone's stressed out. So
100%. Well, I couldn't agree with you more, because so Cindy Neely is at the foundation, actually, of my longevity coaching, right? I wrote the book, Aging Redefined, Biohack Your Body Clock Backwards. And it's just as Amy said, it all starts with your emotional health. And I used Cindy in my personal life to heal from trauma that I experienced earlier in life that had definitely left scars. And I got completely healed, so I actually went on to hire her in my practice, and she's also in of course, my holistic club in herself. But that really, I couldn't agree with more as the foundation for your wellness, for optimum wellness, is getting your emotional health to peak performance. And yeah, we both love Cindy, and I know the other lady. I don't know her as well, but I know if she's in my holistic club, she's phenomenal too. But I couldn't agree with you more as a foundation. So thank you so much for saying that.
Yes.
Well, I have enjoyed having you on my holistic highlights today. Is there anyone? How can they get in touch with you first? Before I was going to ask you, is there one last thought that you wanted to share with us, and then also how someone can get in touch with you?
Absolutely. So it's myholisticclub.com. We also have a Facebook page called Holistic Club. Please feel free to reach out. We're here to answer questions. Again, it might be something new for you, but I just want to close with this, Juliana. I think with today's times in the last 5 years, I think it's opened up a lot of people's eyes. And I'm just a big, big believer in being your own healthcare advocate. Do your research, look into other things, be open-minded, because you never know. And to me, it's about quality of life. Quality of life. I mean, we need doctors, right? Emergency situations, there's things, but there's a lot of things we could add into that for chronic conditions, or for quality, for less pain, maybe less inflammation, less stress, better sleep. We all need that. But folks, be your own healthcare advocate. Don't be afraid to ask questions. I mean, at 18 years of age, they wanted to do a hysterectomy on me, and I stood up and said no. I mean, I can't repeat what I said, but I said no, and it was real firm, okay? And that led me down this path, and I'm so thankful for that. And like you, Juliana, we help people every day, and it's very rewarding, isn't it? It's so
extremely rewarding to get back those texts of, the pain is gone, or whatever condition is gone and improved. There's nothing that can compare to that. So it is.
So I feel very blessed and thankful, and we just want to help as many people as we can, have you look into different modalities and save money. And just the whole community working together. The affiliates are referring to one another. So because everything is synergistic, and it all plays well together.
Well, I know everyone's going to love this. So when I'm asking people, share with a friend, take this YouTube and share it, because you will be impacting someone else's life and getting them on their road to optimum health. So thank you, Amy, so much for being here tonight. And we wish everybody abundant happiness and health.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Juliana. Take care.
Bye-bye.